to another live feed on my YouTube channel. Rashad Mitchell. Let's get into it, man. Football Friday with Rashad Mitchell. Let's get into the college football as well as the NBA, NFL. We'll start obviously with the college football. Last week you had a lot of slew of upsets. Two of the biggest ones was last week was our question was Miami Hurricanes. It was in their first game of the season in Georgia. So we're gonna start with Miami. They fell short last week, losing 20-23. Give credit to Georgia Tech. They did a great job of taking care of the football, having the ball for 34 minutes. They 34 minutes and 25 seconds to get the box score. Double check. Team stats. Yeah, 34 minutes and 49 seconds. So they had the ball for a long period of time, kept Miami on the sideline. That great offense that they got. And they won 28-23. They ran the ball extremely well, 271 yards rushing. They held Miami to 88 yards rushing. They got out the Cam Ward, sacked him 3 times. They converted on third down, 9 for 14. And one of those big third downs that they converted on was on third down and 18. They played two quarterbacks, Georgia Tech. Um, Obviously, Haynes King and the freshman, I think you're freshman, Aaron Phillip. Yeah, you're freshman. And he threw a 27-yard pass play to Bailey Stockton to make it first down at the Miami 18-yard line. Miami had the ball. Georgia Tech had the ball fixing the third and 18 at the Miami 45-yard line. Only thing Miami had to do was get them off the field, make them punt, force a punt, make it fourth down, but they didn't get a pass rush. Miami did not have any sacks in this game as well. They didn't sack the quarterback. And this defense on Miami is just not that good. They're not a championship caliber team. I think the problem with Miami, they're great on offense. Even though Ward didn't put up a whole lot of points, he did do his part. He threw for 3 touchdowns, 348 yards, 25-39. It's not bad. But this wasn't good enough for them to get it done. As far as that's concerned. This defense was the issue in this game, the defense. Hello, Fisher. Thanks for coming on, doing the Football Friday with Rashad Mitchell. Man, I hope you have a great day, man. Dark Knight 72. Yeah, I'm having a great day. I'm blessed. I'm great to have a great day. Got 7 people in the live chat talking college football right now. Football Friday with Rashad Mitchell. Miami Hurricanes. Yeah, hello, Julian. Hello, JoJo Bean. Thanks for tuning into the live feed. Yeah, Miami just got to get better on defense. The Hurricanes, they deserve to lose this game. They've been flirting with a lot of, deficits, whether it be Duke, whether it be Louisville, no, not Louisville, Virginia Tech, California, especially them. They were down 25 to California and came back and won. The thing about Miami, they got a great offense. They're just not that good on defense. I'm saying you want to win the national championship, you got to play better on defense. Simple as that. So give credit to Georgia Tech. They're a better team. They deserve to get it done. Thank you, Julian Claire Jade. Whoever likes the live feed, making sure you subscribe to the channel. Yeah, so Miami deserves to do. They suffered their first loss of the season. See how they bounce back. They got to play Wake Forest. They got a bye week tomorrow, so you're not playing tomorrow. And then they play Syracuse to end the season. So this is not the time to really lose games. And that's the thing that's bad about this loss with Miami is that you had a chance to have an undefeated season, something that Miami has not had since 2002. As far as like an undefeated regular season. That's when they was at the Big East. And they haven't had an undefeated season in the regular season yet. That's 3 people. Like I said, whoever likes this video, the live feed. Thank you, Sarah Dixon. Thank you. Like this live feed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hello, Samuel Hampton. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Yeah, so it's just that Miami was due to lose this game. This kind of game they've been dealing with coming back all year long at times, and Sometimes you're not gonna do it every week. Sometimes the defense gotta hold it down. They wasn't able to do it, especially on the that third down and 18 play where they trailed 21-16, and they ended up getting the touchdown 28-16 on a 75-yard non-play drive. And one of the biggest plays in that drive was the conversion, third down and 18 in the fourth quarter. Thank you, Samuel Hamilton, for subscribing. Thank you, appreciate it. They converted on third down and 18. Aaron Philo, there was a 27-yard pass to Belly Stockton. That's one of the biggest plays in the game. So to me, they just didn't do enough on defense. So give them credit. Other upsets that stood out was, how about Ole Miss upsetting number 3 Georgia, 28-10. This is basically all about the defense of Ole Miss. Ole Miss defense played outstanding. Had about 5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss. Thanks for tuning in, Liam Wilson. Yeah, you don't learn a lot about football today. Just Football Friday. If you like the channel, subscribe. Like I said, the defense of Ole Miss was the difference maker in this game. They had 5 field goals kicked by Caden Davis, but this defense was the catalyst. They had 5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss, 4 forced fumbles. They intercepted. The quarterback was not playing well for Georgia. Georgia quarterback has not played well this year. Through an interception, and is this your story? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm just going over the games from last week from the college football recap. I'm just doing my research, looking back at the college football games that were played last week. And then I'm getting to the NFL and my picks of the week, and that'll be it. Yeah, I'm just going by my research, do research. Okay, my bad. Funny flips, crazy clips. Like I said, that's what made the difference in this game. Mississippi defensively played great against the Georgia Bulldogs offense, and that was the difference in this game. The defense dominated, and they was able to win 28-10. So now Georgia puts themselves in a position where they can't afford to lose any more games this time of the season, because the season's almost over, and they got to play Tennessee tomorrow. Tennessee and Georgia, they play tomorrow, so that's like an elimination game. Can I donate? Oh, that's a good question. Right now I don't have. I do have a Cash App, but how much would you like to donate? Like I said, I don't have my Cash App up. I'm not interested in that, but how much was going to donate to the channel? So we got 4 people liking the live feed. Appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. That's the question to you, Samuel. Yeah, you can donate. Definitely, Samuel Hamilton, if you want. Appreciate it. But I don't know. How much would you prefer to donate to the channel? But like I said, I don't mind taking money. I'm not looking for any money right now. I got a long way to go to make money on this channel. But if you want to donate to the channel, I appreciate it. You'll see what happens. Just let me know. I'll give you my email. If you want my email, I'll give you my email address. All right, good night, Samuel Hamlin. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you for the comments. I just get about the email. Goodbye. Thank you. Again, you can donate whenever you get a chance. We'll see. Let me know. All right. That's basically it for us. So you had other upsets. Kansas upsetting Iowa State 45-36. That was a big upset. How about Colorado? Colorado's playing very well. They won 41-27 against Texas Tech. Deion Sanders definitely doing his thing. Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter is definitely a Heisman Trophy candidate. He played very well. When you look at, he got 9 catches. He had 98 yards receiving, 99 yards receiving, screen a touchdown. He definitely can win the Heisman. But this Colorado team definitely turned things around. Flying under the radar, because last year they were everywhere. They got a lot of attention, A lot of pregame shows came to their stadium, their campus, but none of that much this year. But they definitely handled their business. And now you see, thank you, Funny Clips and Crazy Clips for subbing, being a subscriber. Thank you. But like I said, Colorado got a chance to win this Big 12. I mean, got a big chance to win the Big 12. So that was a big win last week on the road. And also Alabama beat LSU 42-13. That was a big win. Okay, thank you. 150 subs. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me double check and see if that's the case. Okay, thank you. Yeah, 150 subscribers. Thank you, Funny Clips, Crazy Clips. Let me see what is it again. Let's check that again. Funny Clips, Crazy Clips. Yeah, thanks for getting me 150. Yeah, I see it. 150 subscribers. I see it. So that was a big win for Alabama beating LSU. LSU is obviously officially out of the college football playoff race. Alabama kept theirs alive. Now they're 7-2, so they definitely in the hunt. 42-13 was the win last week. Jalen Monroe scored 4 rushing touchdowns, 185 yards, 12 carries. So he definitely was the catalyst for running the ball and throwing the ball. So that was a big win for them. And the only one you stream. Okay, thanks. Keep on tuning in. Again, share it with people that you know about this channel. Keep growing the channel. Keep supporting. Yeah, LSU didn't do good last week, man. They were bad, man. 42-13. They got blown out by Alabama. But Alabama, man, the thing about them, no Nick Saban, they still got a chance to win that championship. They still got a chance. That's the thing. I'm saying that's the thing about Alabama is that they don't have, obviously, Nick Saban is maybe the greatest coach ever. But now they're on the verge of trying to get to a championship, get a playoff spot, and win that championship possibly. So when you look at Alabama, man, they definitely got a chance. See what happens if they hold on and keep doing what they're doing. And also, BYU beat Utah last week 22-21. They're still undefeated. Also, Indiana's still undefeated. Keep your eyes on them. They beat Michigan last week by a score of 20-15. So they 10-0 right now. Yeah, well, he's coming along. Funny Flips, Crazy Clips. I mean, like I said, if he plays well, does well with this team, he was the postseason, number one, and they do bet well in the playoffs. He's on his way, being a much better coach than we probably expected. So you never know, man. This Alabama team got things going right now. They looking good right now. Indiana, they 10-0, so they got a chance in the playoffs. So that's it for that. Let me go on my picks of the week last week. I was 3-2 last week with the picks of the week. Let's get into that. Go over that real quick before I go to games for tomorrow. Okay, no problem. Just keep supporting the channel, man. Tell whoever you know about the channel. Last week I was 3-2 with the picks of the week. I was 42-17 overall. The college football picks of the week. I picked Miami over Georgia Tech. I was wrong about that one. I picked Alabama over LSU. I was right. Georgia over Ole Miss. I was wrong. Colorado over Texas Tech. I was right. And Texas over Florida. I was right. So I've done pretty good with the college football picks this season. All right. Let's move forward to the games tomorrow for week 12. Tomorrow's week 12. This season, college football has gone by so fast, man. Unfortunately, man, if you're a college football fan that's tuning in right now, you only got 3 more weeks left for college football in the regular season. You got tomorrow, then after that, the 23rd and the 30th. That's it. Once December comes, you got, usual, conference championship. No, Texas lost. They lost to. No, yeah, Texas did win. Yeah, Texas won. They won. They blew out Florida. They blew Florida out last week. 49-17 was the final score. I got to double check, but they did blow out Florida last week. Yeah, Texas won. 'Cause, 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 ' See college football picks this week. Let's get into that real quick. Who I think gonna win tomorrow. All right, let's get into tomorrow's games. Let's get into that. All right, you got Ohio State versus Northwestern. Yeah, Texas looking good, man. They play Arkansas tomorrow. At Arkansas tomorrow. Um, so that's gonna be an interesting game. You got Utah, Colorado, Clemson versus Pittsburgh. That's a big game, possibly for the ACC championship. Um, Tulane plays Navy. Mercer 9-1 plays at Alabama tomorrow. And Mercer got more wins than Alabama do. But I think Alabama will win that game. Penn State, Purdue, Virginia, Notre Dame, Boston College, SMU, Missouri, South Carolina. That's two ranked teams going against each other. But the best game of all the games tomorrow is number 7 Tennessee against number 12 Georgia. 8-1 Tennessee, number 12 Georgia at Athens in Georgia. That's going to be the game right there to keep your eyes on. All right, we can do my picks of the week. See, I got Texas beating Arkansas. I'm going with Texas over Arkansas. I got Colorado over Utah. I think they're playing very well. They definitely they can get in the playoffs. They can definitely win the Big 12. Got Alabama over Mercer. At Oregon. I'm about to watch the fight with Mike Tyson. I will see you again. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Okay, I got Oregon over Wisconsin. The last game, I'm going with Georgia. I think Georgia's going to hold on, keep their playoff hopes alive. Got them beating Tennessee. I just think Georgia, their pedigree, this is a team that won 2 national championships in a row back to back. Should have won the third if they had that playoff spot. I don't think they're going to go down, slowly. So I got Georgia over Tennessee. So my picks of the week for tomorrow is Texas over Arkansas, Colorado over Utah, Alabama over Mercer, Oregon over Wisconsin, and Georgia over Tennessee. Those are my picks of the week, as far as that is concerned. All right, so let's make a transition to the NFL, the National Football League. What stands out in the National Football League, obviously, is the Kansas City Chiefs are still undefeated. They're still undefeated. They barely beat the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos had a chance to win that game on a field goal, but it was blocked. They end up preserving that win, winning 16-14. So this team keep winning. I think they won like 15 in a row, Kansas City. So they're looking really good. Kansas City Chiefs find ways to win. That's what champions do. It may not be pretty, but they find ways to win. Okay. For last week, going to week 10, I had a 5-0 record, pick record. I was 32-13. See, last week I was 3-2. See, the Bills beat the Colts, so I was right about that game. I was dead wrong about the Bears, man. The Bears definitely laid an egg. Losing 19-3 to the Patriots. I don't understand that one. That's the shocker of last week to me. Like, far as upsets, that was a huge upset. 19-3, Patriots over the Bears. And I was wrong about that. I picked the Steelers over the Commanders. I was right about that game. Commanders may be coming down to earth. They lose last night to the Philadelphia Eagles. Big game from Saquon Barkley. He's over 1,000 yards. He leads the league in 1,000, I think 137 yards, something like that. 197 carries. That's the most in the league. He's the guy that's definitely made a difference with that running attack. And the Giants should have signed him, gave him his money, but now he's making them pay. So No one blame themselves, the Giants. But anyway, Saquon Parker is playing well. 26 carries, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards so far. That's the most right now. He has the most rushing yards this year, and that's the thing about it, man. They run the ball. They got Jalen Hurts giving the ball to Devontae Smith on his side, and other side AJ Brown got a good tight end and go there. So they definitely gonna be tough to deal with. Right. So my picks of the week, I was 3-2. Bills over the Colts. I was wrong with the Bears over the Patriots. I was right with the Steelers over the Commanders and the Eagles over the Cowboys. I don't know what's going on with the Jets, man. With all this time that they got, getting Devontae Adams, you got Aaron Rodgers, obviously, and then you got supposed to have a good defense. And you lose 31-6 to the Cardinals. The Cardinals playing good. Give them credit. They're in first place. They ain't sole possession in first place. They're 6-4. Shows the parity that's in this league. But the Jets definitely been very, very disappointing with their season so far. So far I am 35 and 15 on the season with the picks of the week. That's my overall record. That was picks this season. 35 and 15. Not bad. Not bad at all. 35 and 15. All right. But that was a big win for the Steelers going to Washington, winning 28-27. And Russell Wilson's playing like the old Russell Wilson when he's winning, going to Super Bowls with Seattle. He's playing well. Unfortunately, now 28, 3 touchdown passes, 195 yards. So Mike Tomlin did the right thing of taking out Justin Fields and putting this guy in. So he's making a difference. They're 7-2 right now. Now sets up a great game this coming Sunday at home against the Baltimore Ravens. And that's going to be a great game. Obviously, it's a classic rivalry. The Ravens and the Steelers, they always play some great games. Okay, so the 49ers beat the Buccaneers. That was a welcome back season opener for Christian McCaffrey, his debut. Didn't do that much on the ground, but he did catch 6 passes for like 68 yards. Shows that what he can do as a safety valve out of the backfield. And he was able to do that. He ran for 39 yards, but the main thing, he caught 6 passes for 68 yards, so he was able to get himself going in the passing game as they won 23-20, so they're 5-4 over 500. Lions, man, despite the 5 interceptions that was thrown by Jared Goff, they was able to win the game 26-23, coming back from a 16-point deficit against the Texans on the road last Sunday night. So now they're 8-1. Jake Bates hit the game-winning field goal for 52 yards. And this is a Detroit team. I think they're the best team in the league. Not against what's going on with Kansas City, undefeated, but I think Detroit, this is their year to get it done this year. I mean, they played poorly, could have laid it down and not come back. But to have to overcome 5 interceptions by, Jared Goff, who's been playing well at times, a lot this year. He had a great stretch where he was completing like 140.1 quarterback rating, 82% of his passes. No interceptions, just playing excellent. Sometimes you're gonna have a bad game, but this is why you have offense, defense, special teams. They gotta step up. And they was down 23-7. They came back. Give credit to the defense. The defense kept them in the game. They didn't give up any more points after they trailed 23-7 at halftime. They ain't scored no points in the second half. They were scoreless. They were outscored 19-0. So you gotta give credit to the defense of Detroit, keeping that game in the balance, and he was able to do it. So like I said, it's all about offense, defense, special teams. Sometimes you need a defense to bail you. And special teams, obviously, they did that with the field goal kicker making the field goal. So sometimes you're not gonna have it every week. The way the kind of stretch of games that Jared Goff was playing is just incredible. I mean, MVP like his last 6 games. He's playing outstanding. So sometimes you're gonna have a bad game. You're not gonna play as well, and you're gonna have a bad game. But when you get your defense to pick you up and do their job, you got a chance to win, and that's what happened. So give credit to Detroit Lions. They're 8-1 right now, and they're riding high. They're looking good, looking really good. Yeah, I mean, a 6 game span. He was closing in on that. You see. This is the game against Green Bay. They made history last week against Green Bay. Yeah, and then before the game last week, Jared Goff been playing on a historical level as a quarterback. He had completed 82.8% of his passes, completion rate, over his last 6 games. He became the first quarterback in NFL history to complete 80% of his passes over 6 game span with a minimum of 100 attempts. It's something that Joe Montana never did. Tom Brady, John Elway, the greats of the greats. Dan Marino never done. And for him to put up these kind of numbers shows you what kind of level he was at. He was on fire. And he just had a bad game, but he was picked up by the defense and the special teams. They was able to win. Right. So that's it for that. If we look at the games from last week, Ravens beat the Bengals obviously on last Thursday night. Problem with the Ravens is that they got a great offense, but their defense has a lot to be desired. So their defense not that good. But let's look into week 11 games before I make my picks of the week. Ravens and Steelers, obviously that's a great rivalry. They play at Pittsburgh, Baltimore at Pittsburgh, 7-3. Ravens against the Steelers, 7-2, all for the division lead. All about the division at the top. So self-explanatory. I'm gonna look at all the games. Mostly some of these games are not that great. Falcons and Broncos is okay. Seahawks and the 49ers is solid. But the best game to me, two of the best games, obviously, is the Baltimore-Pittsburgh game, because that's for the division. But the best game is the Chiefs 9-0 at the Bills 8-2. That's a big time game. That's a great game. Sunday night game is not that great. Bengals and Chargers, that's not great. Give credit to the Chargers. I mean, Jim Harbaugh, new head coach, no problem. He's doing his thing. He's completely turned around that Chargers team. They're 6-3. Not going in division, but they definitely could be into playoffs as a wild card. Then you got the Texans against the Cowboys. That's not a great game at all. All right. Do my picks of the week, then I'll go over some of these games. Again, that game between Philadelphia and Washington last night, that was a big game for the division as well to start off week 11. And like I said, Saquon Barkley, 2 touchdown rushes. He had 26 carries, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did his thing, on the ground. And they was able to win 26-18. And Barkley leads the league in rushing because of the performance they had yesterday. He has 1,137 yards rushing. That's the first in the league. He's number 1 in carries, 197 yards. It's like he's so healthy and fresh. And he's just, looking good, man. 8 touchdown rushes. He just like a new player. Like he was big time with the Giants, but it's like he's so rejuvenated and playing so well. So this team got a chance to go to the Super Bowl. They're 8-2, and Washington's crashed it down a little bit. 2 losses in a row. They're 7-4. How they not in top of first place is the Eagles. They like 2 games up in the loss column. They got 2 losses. They got 4 Washington, so they're a game up in the winning column. But Philadelphia's on cruise control. They definitely has everything under control as of right now. All right. So let's get my picks of the week. I'm going with the Steelers, man. I think the Steelers are going to beat the Ravens. I just like their defense much better than I like the Ravens defense. Self-explanatory. They don't play well defensively. The Ravens like they usually are expected to, or accustomed to doing. So I like Pittsburgh, the blend of the offense and the defense. I got the Steelers over the Ravens. And then I got the Lions. Definitely Could be a trap game. I think the Lions gonna handle the business back home. I think they'll beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they'll beat them. I think this team is focused. I think they know what the deal is to stay afloat in this NFC. They 9-1. I mean 8-1, trying to go 9-1. Obviously the Eagles won their game. They 8-2. So Lions gotta keep on winning. Okay, next game I got the 49ers over the Seahawks. Obviously with Christian McCaffrey back, I think they're gonna be tough to deal with. I got the Vikings over the Titans. And finally the game, big game. I got the Bills, man. I'm taking the Bills at home over the Chiefs. I think Chiefs, are vulnerable despite having DeAndre Hopkins on the team. I just think that Travis Kelce is playing pretty good of late. I just like the Bills to give the Chiefs their first loss. I think they're gonna break through. And give credit to the Bills, man. The Bills, no Stephon Diggs, no problem. They 8-2, no Gabe Davis, no problem. They still, playing very well. So I just think this team is definitely gonna get it done. I like this Bills team to beat the Chiefs. So I got the Steelers over the Ravens. The Steelers over the Ravens. Lions over Jaguars. 49ers over Seahawks. Vikings over Titans. Bills over the Chiefs. All right, so let's go some over the games for this coming Sunday. National Football League before I close out. All right, let's get into it, man. I didn't go over all the games, maybe give you some stats of the week. So the first game to talk about is obviously Steelers and the Ravens. It's a classic rivalry. Keep your eyes on is with the Ravens side of things that Lamar Jackson is last 8 games. He's playing excellent. He's 7-1. He's throwing 22 touchdown passes, 1 interceptions. But the Steelers have contained Jackson more than any other team because lifetime he's 1-3 against Pittsburgh and has total 4 touchdown passes and 7 interceptions while getting sacked 20 times. That's why I like the Steelers in this game because the blend of offense and the defense. The Steelers, on the other hand, Russell Wilson, since he's been under the center as a signal caller, is averaging 230 passing yards per game. They're scoring 30.3 points per game. And they're going against the defense, man. Again, that's why I like the Steelers in this game. The Ravens defense is not that good. Their weakness is they are league worst in passing yards given up. They're giving up 294.9 yards per game. And they're giving up 25.3 points a game. So, and plus they're not going to have Kyle Hamilton at safety in the lineup. So it's going to be easy pickings, should be, for Russell Wilson to get the ball to the receivers. So I like the Steelers in this game. That's why I like the Steelers. Side knows that the Ravens have allowed an NFL high 22 completions this season on passes 20 or more yards downfield. Got the Steelers in this game. Like the other Steelers. Okay, you got the Packers and the Bears. Packers storyline, keep your eyes on Coach LaFleur and the Packers that have won 10 straight against the Bears. Now, a loss Sunday will end not only that streak, but also another one. The Packers have not started 0-3 in division play since 2005. But they already have lost to the Vikings and the Lions this season. So the 19-year streak of avoiding an 0-3 division start is the second longest active streak behind the Patriots, who haven't started 0-3 in division play since 1994. For the Bears, they did fire Shane Waldron this past Tuesday, the offensive coordinator. Now they got Thomas Brown. Thomas Brown is taking over. What call plays for the Bears offense that has gone 22 to 23 consecutive drives without a touchdown. 23 consecutive drives without a touchdown. They had not played well during this 3-game losing streak. They dead last in points, 9 points. Yards per play, 3.7. Third down conversion rate, 15%. No touchdowns. They are 2-10 in the NFC North games under Eberflus. 167 winning percentage in the division play. That's the worst in the NFL since 2022. So that knows that quarterback Jordan Love has thrown interception in 7 straight games. It's the longest single season streak. While Packers signal call since 2005. Brett Favre with 10. Lions and the Jaguars. This definitely should be a mismatch. Lions are at home 8-1. So that knows that the Jaguars are 1-6 this season in one-score games decided by 8 or fewer points. That's the most such losses in the NFL. For the Lions, the new defensive lineman is Darius Smith, expected to make his debut against Jacksonville after being traded from Cleveland. He's definitely a guy that's going to fill the role for Aiden Hutchinson as edge rusher. The Vikings and the Titans. You expect the Vikings to win this game. This will be the 3rd consecutive AFC South matchup for the Vikings. This Sunday, they beat the Colts, they beat the Jaguars, despite Sam Darnold committing 3 turnovers in each game. But their defense has forced 5 turnovers during that stretch. So, see what happens with that. Seth knows that Justin Jefferson has gone 3 straight games without receiving a touchdown. That's his longest streak in the season. He has not had a 4-game drought since 2022 when he went 6 straight games without a touchdown reception. The Raiders and the Dolphins. Instead, know about this game is that the Raiders have not lost 6 straight games in a single season since 2014. They started that season with 10 consecutive losses. Rams and the Patriots. This is not a great game. Instead, know about this game is that the Patriots snapped an 8-game home losing streak against the Jets in every game. They have 6 consecutive home wins for the first time since November 2022. This is a terrible game. Browns and Saints. Skip that game. This is not a great game either. Jets, they finished, man. They 3-7. Play the Colts. This is not a great game. For the Colts, they do get Anthony Richardson coming back into the lineup for the Colts. And that could possibly obviously boost their running game. Why is that? Because in the full 5 games that he's played in, the Colts have averaged 5.2 yards per carry, 142.4 rushing yards per game, 28 rushes, 10 yards or longer. The Colts recorded 7 of their 9 total rushing touchdowns in those 5 games. Meanwhile, Jonathan Taylor has 400-yard performances in just 7 games this season. So for the Jets, they've been terrible with tackling. They missed 20 tackles last week. Terrible. So they also practicing pass more than usual. I mean, terrible. Just can't tackle. So that knows that the Jets wide receiver Devontae Adams' 51% catch percentage is the 2nd worst in the NFL since Week 7 among pass catchers with a minimum of 25 targets. Falcons and the Broncos. Storyline for the Falcons is that the Falcons have allowed the highest completion percentage to opposing quarterbacks in the league, 70.3%. They are tied for most worst in quarterback pressure, percentage 27.4%, at the fewest sacks. Now, Bo Nix, the quarterback rookie of the Broncos, has fared much better while not under pressure, completing 70.2% versus 43.9% when under the rest. The Falcons will be the 4th offense currently ranked in the top 10 that the Broncos have faced this season. 2 times against Tampa and Kansas City. Denver's defense has made life miserable for both offenses. In one offense, Baltimore put together 7 scoring drives. Zach knows that Kirk Cousins, the quarterback of the Falcons, is seeking to avoid having consecutive games without a passing touchdown for the first time in his career as a starter. Seahawks and the 49ers. The tables have turned on the NFC West rivalry. The Seahawks used to dominate. They lost 6 straight regular season and playoff games to the 49ers by a combined score of 184-96, including a 36-24 defeat in Week 6. So I expect the same result. I think the 49ers are going to beat the Seahawks. Chris McCaffrey obviously returned last week. Lifetime he's averaged 163 scrimmage yards per game in 6 meetings with Seattle and reached 125 in all. But if he gets to 125 again Sunday, he'll tie Jim Brown versus Philadelphia
as the only player in NFL history to post 125 plus scrimmage yards against one team 7 consecutive times. Seth knows that quarterback of the 49ers, Brock Purdy, is 8-2 in his career against division opponents and has a 76.7 QBR in those games. That's the second highest QBR by any quarterback since the Matrix was introduced in 2006. You got the big one right here, the Chiefs and the Bills. Now I know Chiefs trying to go 2-10-0 against Bills trying to give Chiefs their first loss this season. This is a big time game. Josh Allen against Patrick Mahomes on the other side. So keep your eyes on this set game. In 7 career games against the Chiefs, counting 3 in the playoffs. Quarterback Josh Allen has thrown 16 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions, with a QBR of 74. So see if you can keep that going against the Chiefs defense. And can the Bills defense continue to limit the Chiefs offense in the regular season? The Bills have held the Chiefs to 20.8 points per game in 4 regular season meetings since 2020, since the beginning of this decade. Taking the ball away as a point of emphasis for this defense could be the key to success. The Bills have 12 straight games with at least one takeaway, the second longest active streak in the NFL after the Lions 13. Stat knows that the Bills have won 5 straight games. Buffalo's plus 61 scoring margin during the winning streak is the third highest by any team in the NFL over that span, trailing only the Lions plus 91 and the Eagles plus 82. They got the nightcapper, Chargers versus Bengals. Um, Look at the Bengals. Can Joe Burrow keep attacking the split safety looks? This season, Burrow has the 5th highest yards per attempt, 8.4 against those safety shells. The Chargers use the split safeties formation on 58.1% of opponent dropbacks, the second highest clip in the league. And for the Chargers, Sunday will be the first big test for the Chargers defense. Why is that? Because despite them ranking first in the NFL in points allowed per game, 13.1, the Bengals are one of the NFL's best offenses in the league, averaging the 6th most points per game this year, 26.1. And finally, Monday night game, Dallas Cowboys versus the Houston Texans versus the Dallas Cowboys. Storyline in this game, keep your eyes on is the Texans running game. They average 119 rushing yards per game, led by Joe Mixon, who has the third highest average per game at 98.3. The Cowboys are allowing 152.1 rushing yards per game, so keep your eyes on the Cowboys' run defense against the rushing offense of the Texans. See what they can do with that. Nico Collins will return this week after missing 5 games due to a hamstring. That should open up running lanes for Mixon. For the Cowboys, Cooper Rush, I was going to be replacing Dak Prescott, is out. So, can't be better than the first. He averaged 1.96 yards per attempt last week against the Eagles. The Cowboys are looking for their first win of the season at AT&T Stadium. They're 0-4. They have had 3 home win losses by at least 25 points, matching the most in team history. The Cowboys have not lost 5 straight home games since 2015 when they finished 4-12. And second, note that the Texans' 15 takeaways since week 6 is leading the NFL. Houston produced only 3 takeaways over weeks 1 to 5. All right, so that's it, man. That's it for tonight, man. For Football Friday with Rashad Mitchell. I'll be back next week for another Football Friday. College football season's winding down, man. College football season's winding down. We got, this week, this Saturday, the next 2 Saturdays, and that's it for the regular season. Then once we hit December, now we got the conference championship, then we got the playoffs. So still got the NFL to go. A lot of football we played in the NFL, so there's going to be a lot covering that on Football Friday with Rashad Mitchell every Friday at 10 o'clock on my YouTube channel at 10 o'clock. So that's going to be what it is. So thanks those who've been tuning in. Thanks for all of those who are going to be subscribing in the future. Who subscribe, overall. Thanks for all of those who tuned in to this live feed. Appreciate that through the live chat. I think funny clips, crazy clips. I think Jose Fonseca. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I think shout you out, people out. Samuel Hamilton. Thanks for tuning in. A lot of activity. Liam Wiswell. Thanks for Samuel Hamilton for subscribing. Sarah Dickinson. Julian Chave. TJ. What's your favorite song? don't even have a favorite song. TJ, I don't know if obviously not on the live, nobody's watching right now, but so I couldn't answer that question. But I was so focused on football. But like I said, I appreciate those who in the live chat. Appreciate it, man. Great comments. I appreciate that's what I'm talking about. This positive, comments and stuff like that. No nonsense. Thank you. So that's it, man. That's it for tonight live feed. Until then, tomorrow I won't be doing no live feed, but Saturday I won't do no live feeds. I don't think I'm gonna do that. But Sunday I'll be back on Sunday night. I'll be doing a live feed doing the week that was in the NBA. This will be what, week 4. Looking back at the games that were played during the week 4 of the NBA season, recapping that, and I'll be on there at 9 o'clock sharp, talking about the NBA, the week that was in the NBA. So we're gonna get into that. So that's gonna be on the docket on Sunday night, 9 o'clock p.m. sharp, about the NBA recap of the season. I think that it'd be what, week 4, I believe, be the 4th week. So we get into that. That's it, man. That's it. So I'll be back on Sunday with another live feed on my YouTube channel. So keep subscribing and support. This video will be up. It'll be public, and you'll be able to see it wherever it may concern, and just subscribe and handle your business with that. So that's it for tonight for Football Friday with Rashad Mitchell. I'll be back on Sunday for the week that was in the NBA. Until then, talk to you on Sunday.